shit. Ooh. Oh, I am. Okay.
And now, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Brooklyn Nets. At small forward, Zaire Williams. At center, Nicholas Claxton. At point guard, D'Angelo Russell. At the other guard, Cameron Thomas. At the other forward, Cameron Johnson. The head coach of the visiting team is Jordan Fernandez. At small forward, 6'2", number 0, Gary Payton II. Shooting guard, 6'4", number 2, Brandon Podchinsky. In the middle, 6'6", number 23, Draymond Green. At the other forward, 6'7", number 10, Jimmy Butler. At guard, 6'3", number 30, Stephen Curry.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You take a look at the Nets, towards the bottom of the conference for now. They are not happy with this positioning. Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at small forward. And for the Warriors, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Green out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Payton in at the 3. And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant. How aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, BA, you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
Size and athleticism by Cam Johnson. How about that vertical?
And here's Curry for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Russell, and then Russell with the dunk.
D'Angelo Russell rises up and drops the hammer.
Golden State with the ball. Boy, this team is on a heater right now. 16 wins in a row, and they've shown no signs of slowing down.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now. Everything about it. The athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence, the heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
Back to Russell. Oh, Green with a block.
Well, let's let's remember a former defensive player of the year, Draymond Green, sending it back.
Fuck you, man.
Well,
Fuck, who they call? They shut
big,
down.
burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially.
Oh,
I
shit.
think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
When Cam Thomas finds a look, folks, he is going to attack.
Here's Podziemski. Another 3 for Golden State.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Pass to Thomas. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, you love the strong finish by Cam Thomas. So good when he's getting to his game with assertiveness.
Payton. Off target from outside.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Oh, shit.
Outside for Russell. Now Johnson. Outside, Williams. Back to Thomas. Clock at 6. Knocks down the triple. Thomas has got 7.
Never shy about letting it fly. Cam Thomas, folks.
On the wing, Curry. Impressive scoring stats with around 27 points a game.
Fuck you.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And Jordy Fernandez calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And right here on the 2K leaderboard, the best rebounding teams of the past 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
Yeah, my homie on.
Curry against
Oh,
Russell.
shit.
Pass to Johnson. Screen by Claxton. Inside. Outside for Russell. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 3. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big 3. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Now here's Thomas. 7 points in the game. Fires it from 18. That shot off.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Podziemski. And the Warriors with another 3.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Williams. Still no points. Here's Thomas for 3. Here's Russell. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Hey, that's how we do. That's what we do in the Bay, baby.
Giving up have been from downtown.
And Jordy Fernandez calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. He's checked in for Claxton. Watford comes in for Johnson. Johnson, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Melton in for Russell. Nets trail by 12.
Watch out.
Melton outside. Thomas outside. Pass to Melton. Can they get it? The rebound by Moody. The Warriors have gone an impressive 8 of 9. Healed for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
And it was an awful game defensively. Lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end. And clearly, they were not.
And Kuminga throws it down.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. We'll be right back with you shortly. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Now let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this
8
franchise.
points.
Yeah,
He got 8 points. My boy got
before they got
8
Steph,
points.
Clay, and Dre.
Steph
In
Curry.
NBA from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Curry and Heel to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Moody, and it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Jack's up a 3. And it's Heel missing. Nets trail by 16. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Melton passes to Sharp. Thomas with the ball. Uses the glass on the layup. Thomas has got 9.
Oh,
That's
okay.
agility and touch. Cam Thomas gets that to fall inside.
Moody from outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And that's shooting 40% from the field in this one.
Yeah, baby.
Outside Johnson. Sharp passes to
I'm
Watford.
my best friend.
Up top
They
Johnson.
have it out.
Thomas outside. It's deflected. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Buddy, Heel taking flight, showing he is more than just a three-point
buddy,
specialist.
baby.
Timeout called here by Jordy Fernandez. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. Majimski comes in for Heel. Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Johnson.
Yeah. I know. Nobody cares.
And Brooklyn with possession here. 19-point game. Thomas, that's good.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Damn, what is this thing? What the fuck?
Now here's Russell. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Pass to Watford. Claxton, a screen on Green. Takes a three. Watford gets the bucket. Watford's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
You know, Graham, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just to...
Stephen fucking kill, baby. You better wake it down, nigga. Stephen. Let me see my phone. Oh, my homegirl. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. My homegirl. My homegirl.
It's just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
Pass to Thomas from 18 feet away. Kuminga pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 18. Here's Green. Watford covering. Moody from outside. And Watford pulls it down. The Nets have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Outside Russell. Down low. Watford gets the bucket. Watford's got 5 points.
Well, we know Cam Thomas can score, but nice facilitating right there. Set up the open man.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Let's see what you got. Sit down.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Williams comes in for Thomas. And as the leaderboard shows, these teams have really dominated the offensive glass so far this year. The Warriors, second.
They're having success because they're sending multiple guys to the offensive glass. Hard to block out everyone.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And as a rule of thumb, the road...
Oh, yes, he did. He goes to it. He did. He goes to it.
Can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team
That's
wants.
free, baby.
Oh, you love it.
Make that
Fearless,
free, baby.
aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Make that free.
Back to Claxton.
Oh,
Russell deciding where to go with it. Majewski grabs the board.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Moody from outside. Another three for Golden State.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
The Nets have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Outside Russell. Outside Williams. Trying to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. The Warriors lead by 22. Kuminga goes in. No good with a layup.
Hell no,
You gotta miss
motherfucker.
sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Controls the
Oh,
rebound. and
hell
the
no.
foul.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The Warriors have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter.
Oh,
Nice
please,
shot by
stop.
Kuminga.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple.
And my fucking back.
That's 3 in a row.
Three-pointer. And Russell with the three. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
D'Angelo Russell is not afraid to make some big-time
You are
momentum
afraid,
swinging
yeah.
shots. Nice to see him answer back right there.
Nice
You are
shot by
afraid,
Kuminga.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Jonathan Kuminga has been on display for the Golden State Warriors. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Oh my god.
Draw. They're measuring up the shot. Too bad.
Hello, what are you doing?
I'm at work right now, too.
Nothing good. You see that game? Yeah.
Good to be with you for halftime. Let's check in on the NBA action coming up later tonight.
Yeah,
For
he
the Magic, they'll be up against the Hornets in
played that
Charlotte.
leg.
Tip-off
bad.
is 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
These are solid teams, pretty close talent.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
a sneaky good game that should be
Maybe
very
next year if
entertaining.
he not get hurt.
And now revisiting that first
Maybe
half for
next
Steph
year.
Curry, he was lights out.
He came in on a mission and he's destroying
I see you
people.
and Brian took a
Even when
picture.
they run 2 at him.
Yeah.
They could have run 5 at him, Shaq.
I see that. Look at Brian and still think he a boxer.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Oh, you not bossing him?
Hell no.
He said that he a boxer, he say.
That nigga Brian a liar too, Ray. Big lies. You can't be
And there wasn't too much
Hey,
drama in the
everyone in
first
the
half,
family,
but
you know.
maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Jonathan Kuminga. What a contribution here.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of
That
offense.
bad thing to me.
That's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some
I
adjustments
do-
at halftime,
I
but
do.
he has the ability to answer
Hey, yeah,
right
so
back.
don't.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Kicking off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's five. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with
I thought
D'Angelo
he
Russell.
wanted a
And it's
family.
Williams in at the three.
My mom said, who's that? I said,
Stolen by Green.
no, my mom don't know.
Here's Butler. And that one's good.
And she
Green
had,
with the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
she
I
said, we
wouldn't say
saw that.
Butler seeks contact.
He said,
Sure doesn't turn it
you
down.
know, he's not here.
Right.
And
Williams from
and then
long
the family,
range. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
my father's son.
Peyton finds Butler. Here's the three. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Johnson. Back to Russell. Three-pointer. The rebound by Peyton.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have.
Oh,
Basket counts. Potemski's got 11.
dang.
Making plays at both ends of the floor. And it shows up
I
in
know,
the box score.
you
Well, what I
sound
love
sleepy.
is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing
Ah.
hard.
You
Russell
high?
pass to Thomas to end the run. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some
I
pressure
said,
on your opponent.
Pass to Potemski.
let's go
Fires
to
for
for her
three.
birthday.
Another 3 for Golden State.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Yeah, pick me up.
Russell to pass
It's
to
Friday,
Williams.
right? No, I spend night.
I come get you when I get out of work.
It's Friday, right?
This Friday, yeah, I'm gonna come get you this Friday when I get out of work.
Yeah, I spend night. Yeah.
So go ahead and have your bags packed, and I'll come get you Friday so you can come to do a little shindig. It ain't no but a little kickback.
Yeah. I never see your house anyway.
Yeah, right. So I gotta bring you anyway. Shit, I was supposed the week my mama died, we were supposed to be taking your ass out to eat.
Yeah, that was it. Let me spend night Apple, you know.
Yo.
That was I'm thinking. Let me spend night Apple. Let me go with the Apple, you know.
Yo. Yeah, no, I'm gonna come get you Friday when I get out.
Where do you go?
Most likely, the earliest I get up is 1:30. The latest it would be 3:30, but it's looking like 1:30 probably, because I know we're gonna fuck around and get off at 1:30 today, if not earlier.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna call you when I get up and let you know that I'm on my way to make sure you have your stuff ready so I can come pick you up and I have you back Sunday whenever you're ready to go back.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Hey, sure, that food is good and dang.
Smokey cooked that food.
I know, sure, maybe a little sleepy.
Girl got the itis.
Yeah,
Girl got the itis.
yeah, and on the table, I'll fall asleep. I said, dang, that food's good.
I'm gonna tell you some funny shit. Your dad, I guess your dad ain't seen Dex in a long ass time.
I know, I don't know. Yeah.
So when your dad noticed who Dex was, he said, God damn, Dex, what the fuck you do to your head?
I said that too, but not like that.
Yeah, that nigga bald headed like a motherfucker.
I know.
I had like last 2 or 3 years.
Shit, I said, I can't find him. Now, he said,
Dex been bald headed for like the last 2 or 3 years.
no, I want to see is, Kenna and Wine and Chate. Now, I'm not see, Endeavor, but Endeavor in the car. No, I passed through the, oh, I forgot about you.
Yeah, yes, sir. You know who he was.
Hey, we not see you know a long time. You know he like how
Yeah, I know.
you know they like come around.
Yeah, I know that ball head messed y'all up, but
Yeah,
ball head it messed me up when I first seen the ball. No, shit.
yeah. My mama say I see this. Where? He walk around in the fan. Oh, that that's. I not see that's. I not see that's. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dang. Yeah, I'm not saying that's a. I'm not saying that a long time. So,
I can tell ain't nobody seen Dexter in a long time. Everybody was like, damn, what the fuck, dude? Every time, everybody like, damn, Dexter, you out here?
I know. You know you see me now. No, I'm not seeing
Yeah, my boy Ball. Ball head Jennings.
you. I'll need to make a wish.
What you say?
No, all he need to do is make a wish. Everybody need to make a wish for him.
Here's Thomas. He hits the back iron and sinks.
Okay, I tell my I spend night over there.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
See? I got no.
Johnson, 13 points in the game.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential?
Boom. Boom. Yeah. What now? What?
To be a star in this league?
You know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
Pass to Thomas from deep. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
The Nets have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Melton's checked in. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make
That's what I'm talking about, nigga.
It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Left side, Russell. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
He was all alone on that one. Hield's got 5 now.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Russell to pass to Johnson. Back to Russell. 54 seconds left in the third quarter here.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in point, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Payton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Payton's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Russell. 7 points in the game. .35 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Claxton. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting with every missed.
Why I keep fucking missing, homie? Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. If I find out you a person that ain't helped nobody in your life, I ain't helping you. And I'm sucking you up. I don't feel no sorry.
That's true. No, I guess. That's fucking true, nigga. Oh, who is this? Because he's doing stuff. Oh shit! Who put this in the file anyway? Oh, fucking me. Oh, yeah.
Had packed in front of our son with his other baby mom and moved out.
Of course, I was devastated. Didn't know how life was going to be as a single mom. But honestly, shout out to my baby daddy because baby life is fucking amazing. I got my passport. I went out the country. I got a 401k. I've invested in stock. I had 2 jobs. My car is paid off. I just bought a house. Like, so many good things have happened. My son is in summer camp. I have a hell of a village to help me with my baby. Shout out to all the lovely ladies that helped me with my son. I really appreciate y'all. But today is a dear day to my heart, so celebrate with me. 1 year of being single and accomplishing shit without a nigga is so empowering. Working 2 jobs is definitely hard and challenging, but baby, I'm getting this money. The first time in my life, I will make over $100,000 this year, so let's motherfucking go. Thank you, Chris Finley.
I know that right. Yeah. I'm not that right.
Bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Too fucking dumb.
Melton with the ball. Here's Thomas for 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul.
He just put that nigga. He just put that nigga.
Here's Johnson. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. The Warriors on top, opening up a huge gap. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Jonathan Kuminga. He's out there with Moses Moody. And it's Spencer in at point. That's the Warriors 5.
Wait a minute.
Point shot.
I certainly do, Brian. I mean, think about some of the most exciting players we have in the league. They're young, but they are captivating. Victor Wembanyama in San Antonio. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in Oklahoma City. Giannis has been in Milwaukee his entire career. The list goes on.
Jackson Davis has checked in for the Warriors. Santos comes in for Spencer.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Oh, you know how many seasons?
Outside Moody. The 3. Knocks down the long J.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Brooklyn with the ball. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. Melton passes to Thomas. Puts one up from 19. Jackson Davis grabs a miss.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Moody from outside. No good there. Thomas outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now. Moody from outside. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Watford outside. And that time also a missed shot. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. Here's Santos. And a miss there on the triple. The Nets have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Yep, that one goes.
When Cam Thomas gets going, folks, he can get as hot as anyone in this league.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kuminga. And the Warriors make some changes. Looney comes in for Jackson Davis, and Spencer's subbed in for Santos. And the Nets also making a change. Russell's checked in for Johnson. For Brooklyn, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. Pass to Thomas. Outside Sharp. Thomas, left side, tries to spin move. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, that's something his coaches would like to see more of from Cam Thomas, making plays for others.
Outside Kuminga. Here's Looney. And the Warriors miss again.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
A reliable distributor, Russell will find ways to set his guys up.
Puts up a three. Knocks it down from distance.
So far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And here's Thomas from the arc. Looney grabs a miss. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Moody misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Russell. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Warriors.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jonathan Kuminga.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Outside Russell, they need this. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Moody from outside. He buries it from 3.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Russell, the pass to Melton. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Moody good.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's Melton. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, team. Well, Draymond, it was smooth sailing for you tonight. How'd you make it look so easy?
I mean, it's seamless because I play with guys who makes it seamless. You know, I don't have to come out and try to do too much. Just come out and be myself. And so, for that reason, it was seamless.
All right, congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Moses Moody.
Oh, he's not.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brett Barrett. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from from him in just a moment. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Pacers. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
I think for the Warriors, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. And for the Warriors, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Payton in at the 3. All right, Greg, here we are on the day before Thanksgiving, a very special time of the year. Any favorite Thanksgiving traditions or foods for you or your family?
Oh, Kevin, I'm a sweet potato pie lover.
No, not my boy.
I tell you, man, I love it all. I can't wait.
Shot clock at 6.
OKC.
Williams for 3. Green with the rebound. And it's Golden State's ball. And this team has been on a very impressive 17-game winning streak. They are red hot right now.
I mean, it's been a lot of fun to watch these guys and how much they're enjoying this. Every team they face is trying to end this big run. I've been on both sides of the game like tonight's, and I'll tell you what, it's tough to keep up the streak. Gotta love the pressure.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Hartenstein with a screen on Payton. Williams can't hit. Payton against Williams. They kick it out to Green. There's the triple. Thunder with the rebound.
I forgot
he keeps the ball like that. Schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Brent, Draymond Green's resume speaks for itself. What's he do, though, that we may not see or appreciate?
Well, Kevin, Draymond Green does such a great job of being a connector and communicator defensively. It is remarkable the way that he can impact every position on the floor by the way he uses both his position and his voice. Forget about the offense. Draymond takes on the challenge every night defensively, and that makes him elite.
Wasted no time on that one.
A great job by Payton, just seeing the floor and then making the play for someone else.
The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Butler against Holmgren. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Curry pulls it down.
A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
No one near Payton as he lets it go. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, great outside shooting.
Really that way.
This run.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Dort finds Holmgren, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Payton with the ball. Williams picks him up. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Payton.
Curry's got 9.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Core spacing, always critical. Good point, D.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Time to get up and make some noise for your Warriors. 16.
Oh shit. Someone. No, big one. Oh. He said, like, no, you're fine.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Caruso. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Williams scanning the floor. They set the pick. And the shot falls short this time.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
They kick out to Heel. Trains the three-pointer.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And here's Wiggins following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Moody finds Kuminga. And another three for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Williams connects in the foul line jumper.
Yeah, as a shooter, Williams is fairly flexible.
Warriors leading by 16. Post misses the shot. Joe passes to Caruso. Williams up on top, defended by Butler. Outside Williams, from past the arc, hands it from downtown. Williams has got 5.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Ooh, I made that shot.
It's all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You better pick me up. Because it's my birthday.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the fastest team.
So the Thunder 5 right now. They've got Isaiah Joe. Wiggins is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams at the 5. Warriors leading by 16. Kuminga finds Hield. Outside Curry. Lets the 3 fly.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I forgot. My bad, Stephen Curry. My bad, Stephen Curry. Whoa. Boom. not did this no more.
Get it, MP.
Shoot.
Hey, since you got your own sneaker, now can I get a pair?
Oh shit. You hit the wrong button, nigga. Oh no. Oh, I hit the wrong button, homie. My mind chip, I tell you. Yeah.
Now Joe hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
My mind chip.
Taking a look at the Thunder. They've got Alex Caruso, Aaron Wiggins out there with Williams, and it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Joe in at the shooting guard position. Serving up some holiday basketball for you fans out there. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving Eve to you as well, my partner. I mean, there's just something special about watching basketball during the holiday season. Hey, and we're in for a treat.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at Indiana, they're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
I think for the Warriors, they've been giving their all in every game, eager to show those who doubted them that they're capable of being the top team.
The Warriors lead by 20, and something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense is elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. For the Warriors, Pajemski comes in for Hield. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Lou Dort comes in for Joe. The three from Curry. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten 4 this quarter.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Moody, good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Kuminga's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of slippery work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Wiggins outside. A minute 31 left in the first half of this one. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Now Pajimski. Moody from outside. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Moody's got 8 here in this quarter.
Nice timing on the pass from Green, finding the open guy with ease.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
And get ready to move. And welcome out your Warrior 16.
That's good. One again. And you. Oh, shoot. Oh, my. No, yeah.
Butler's checked in for Kuminga, and Payton is subbed in for Moody. Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, shit. Oh, wait a minute.
Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Caruso. Dort outside. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
From outside the arc, another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, baby girl.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Caruso with it, now guarded by Butler. Caruso outside. And here's Holmgren. He's got 5. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Caruso misses.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Holmgren finds Caruso. Curry, that's good.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Off the inbound, Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. Scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
No good. Misses at the buzzer.
Give it up for the participants.
Okay.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Taking a look here at the Thunder, they knew they'd be in for a rough start. The question is, do they have the tools to turn it around? The front office will tell you yes, but they're the ones who assembled the team.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I'll say this. Yeah, you want to protect the paint, but when you're getting killed from long range, you have to make the adjustment defensively. They're not going to win like this.
Seems highly unlikely, indeed.
Oh, I'm not done yet? What the fuck? After this,
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson.
This is the last quarter, baby. This is the third quarter. That's the third quarter, fourth quarter, baby.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Gary Payton II is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. From deep, Holmgren. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Now here's Hartenstein. Dort outside.
Oh. Hey.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Given that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3 and I'll raise you another 3.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Williams with it. He's got 5. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
And the Warriors call time here.
And let me hear you one more time for your Chiefs S Breakers.
And how about a look at the top shot blocking teams in the NBA this season? Oklahoma City, second.
They're ball.
The Warriors have got 2 of 3 from the
pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Now here's Williams. He's got 5.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. And it's the Warriors with the ball. After the basket by Oklahoma City. Fires from deep. And the Warriors with another 3.
And in terms of wings, Butler is one of the best passers. And that starts with Jimmy's team-first mindset.
Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Dort. Williams from long range. Rebounded by Green. Green's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And Payton, here we go. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
And that one misses. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Here's Spencer. The Thunder making their last shot. Fires the 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams finds Caruso. Dort, a screen on Hield. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Shot on the wing.
Oh, shit.
Here's Williams. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
See, that miss right there is why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Nice shot by Kuminga.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 15 to the paint. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And Shea's playmaking is really exceptional. Highlighted there with the perfect pass.
Into the lane. And that one's good. Spencer.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've got the Lakers ahead of them in their next game in Los Angeles. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Fires in the triple. Kuminga's got 13 now.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Pass to Hartenstein. Dort outside. The 3. The rebound by Post.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Hield passes to Kuminga. Here's Spencer. And the 3-pointer goes. Spencer's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Dort. And that one is stuffed right through.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Hield on the wing. 4-3. And so it's the Golden State Warriors building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
All right, great pace, great energy. Keep throwing the ball ahead. You guys are just making the simple pass. That's good stuff.
Urging his team to keep pushing the break. Coach Steve Kerr.
And Coach Kerr loves the energy right now. He's all about having the pace in his favor.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Williams, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off with the layup.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Moody passes to Kuminga. Outside Hield. Launches it. Counted from distance.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Wiggins against Kuminga. Pass to Williams. And he drives in. And Williams punches it home.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Santos. There's the triple. Another 3 for Golden State.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Caruso, a screen on Hield. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and that one's on target from the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 in the second half. The Warriors have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Kuminga's shot is off.
You crazy.
The Thunder shooting around 50% of the game so far.
Yeah, that is true.
Here's Caruso, and the powerful one-handed
I'm gonna
slam.
get that will then. So I like fucking I only get DGL and go home, bro. And then I had to tell my bro, I said, yeah, you know what? After I talked to my cousin Leslie at the funeral, I had to say something about sanitation.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have
a lot of people,
they're also finding a lot of points tonight off the transition play. Running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Knox comes in for Santos.
Oh.
And the free throw, no good. And you watch Alex Caruso on defense, RJ. He forces his fair share of turnovers.
Yeah, he's got great instincts, quick hands. You can't be loose with the ball around Caruso, one of the best one-on-one defenders in the game.
Here's Knox, healed from outside. Drains the triple.
Should be looking for him.
The Thunder have gotten 4 or 5 attempts
You
to
keep
fall so far in
100,
the
huh?
fourth.
You keep 100.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Gets stolen by Hill. And here comes the break. Here's Knox. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now here's Caruso from deep. Holmgren. He drops it from range.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Healed from outside. Another three for Golden State.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Holmgren. 1:46 left in the final quarter. Dort outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Caruso. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
The Thunder are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Warriors.
And the disparity in the talent was
No,
obvious
you're not
by
like
the end.
you're not like me.
Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, we can't imagine it'll be any different.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Stephen Curry.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball. This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you,
you talking about that Apple Watch, huh?
your stride right at the crucial moment. They put this game away in style.
Now here's Hartenstein. To the inside. Outside for Dort from behind the arc. The Warriors pull it in.
Oh, yeah, that was,
Let's go with a three. And the Warriors with another three.
Yeah, they're a bad day one.
Tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort.
No,
this
they
game
want the
wasn't
Apple
handed
Watch.
to them. They took it.
Now here's Holmgren. There's 21 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, the old fashioned one.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
The three is up. And there's Kuminga.
Dang.
The assist by Hill.
How much? $10?
The zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
that old fashioned one, $10? Or maybe $1.
And so Golden State takes this one. And by a big
I know
margin.
that's what it is.
Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
forward, standing 6'11", number 35, Kevin Durant.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. We'll take a look at the Warriors. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the Suns 8 games out.
Well, right now for the Suns, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Green, and it's Payton in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Suns, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Jones out there with Dunn, and it's Richards in at 7. Payton.
My Jones.
How many games do you need to play great before you know who you are as a team?
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at, obviously the development of the younger guys, and your chemistry is always ongoing.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. And a beautiful finish by Booker.
I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside, and does just that.
And that one's good by Butler.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer.
Dang.
He talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said, Curry makes your entire 5-yarder. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Thanks, David. And it's the Suns with the ball. The Warriors making the
Oh,
shot.
he said that song? He said that song?
Beal taking his time here. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, after getting swept in the first round last season, everyone around the league had a sense that changes were coming in Phoenix. And now a new coaching staff led by Arizona native Mike Budenholzer, but also finally getting point guards in Tyus Jones and Monte Morris on value deals. They aim to do better this season, and guys, they have that talent with the big 3 of Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Brad Beal.
Looking for a bit of redemption. All right, John, thanks a lot.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Outside, Beal. Takes a shot at the elbow. Shot up 2 there.
Well, Bradley Beal gets into the mid-range. Let's remember, this is a 3-level score. He will take what you give him.
Put that bucket in no time at all.
Like, come on, you want these little messing cars up here?
Already in a flow. Some
You know what
stellar
I'm saying?
shooting.
Hey,
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Shit, for real. Like, nigga, tell my kid daddy make me do it and do it. Shit. I'm working with these little hands that I got. Yeah. Working overtime, non-stop. Yeah. I ain't no fool. I just seen a little Volkswagen Jetta a while ago. They had to sell on it. Said 149. So I said, get what they want them up for the help. So I'm like, shit, I know that little thing. It's a stick. I'm like, it is a stick. Yeah, bro. Well, come on. I want it.
Hey, cuz.
What you gonna call me?
Old call.
Collins checked in for Phoenix. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. The Warriors, number 1.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end, and you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Oh, yeah, that one? You talked to her today?
Beal against Butler. Here's Durant. Pachinski grabs the board.
Boy, no idea why he went fadeaway. What a clean look at the basket.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
Now Peyton, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the three of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything.
You might have,
chances against anybody. Kevin certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Warriors leading by 13. Here's Pachinski. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. And he lays it straight in. Butler's got 7 points.
Well, that's what you call a tough 2, because if you're in the lane at D-Book size, you never know what could happen.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. 3-pointer, Butler. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Peyton from outside.
No, I mean, we had that rule.
11 points in the game.
Crushing it.
Yeah.
They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. Right back after this break.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They're doing great. They're ungrateful women.
Like I said, you say it's not 15.
I'm like, man, I'm trying to get all the credentials done. I'm trying to get all the credentials done.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
You're balling now. Yeah, money.
Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Heel. Moody is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's
you got money.
This guy is never afraid to take it to the rim. Sometimes it's up and over at Bradley Beal.
3-pointer Heel. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D shell shot.
From 15 feet away, the shot by Beal, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And it goes down 2 points. Kuminga's got his first basket.
You lying and shit, because you know what it is, nigga. You want to making no money.
Get of the night. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
I said, man, all that good ass money, and I had to pay the lawyer $500 every month. Nigga, I was like,
especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
I said, well, rent a home. And my home real estate, I said, start having niggas so we can build our credit. She just said, she doing this to me. She want me to reach out. I told you everything. You need to know. You want to leave. So fuck it.
Yeah, that what they do?
Yeah, and I said, I finally want who want to build with me. You want to steps and shit. You want to go live in a big house. We got to struggle first before we get there.
Yeah.
We got to make sure.
It's hard for here for a kid. Yeah, it's hard.
We got to make sure our shit done first before we move to that plateau. You want to jump up to the top, nigga. You ain't stuck from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to the thing.
Hey, no. He said he wants that money. I don't care.
All right, nigga. I'll take that $15, whatever.
The Suns making a switch here.
For now.
Checked in. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders over the last 10 games. Man, can these guys pass the ball? Second, Stephen Curry.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter.
Like their balls, huh?
That's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, inside, bold.
Dang.
Great job. Just making
Man, if you want to come fast as anybody, they'll still find some way to get mad
We
with
got
you.
a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Looking for a breather.
No,
And maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Go ahead to eat.
They want to go eat every time. Go to McDonald's and get something.
We gonna cook. No, I said, I go start. Y'all, when do you cook, man?
Don't do her like that.
Yeah, I do.
Dang, you cold. Dang. I know. But dang. Really? Oh.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Steph Curry. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. And he's a devastating finisher on the inside. The best field goal percentage in the league.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number one overall right now.
She don't know better.
One's been able to slow him down or even come close.
He don't know
Here's the
better.
bucket from Kuminga.
They've given up
He
a
doing
lot
well
of
with them.
pointers here today.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Beal against Teal. Now here's Beal. He averages a bit over 6 points
she got
a game.
2 people.
Nice job crashing
And
the
you
glass.
saw
You'd
him.
love to see that kind of effort.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win.
Really?
You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but
You too,
defense,
no, yeah.
you're going to lose.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond
Yeah.
talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. The eighth inch. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Beal from long range.
Yeah, I need some too.
Beal's got his third bucket of the night. So Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They are in the midst of an unbelievable
She want me to.
A clean straight to hands. Just got 6 points.
The ball movement on
Consistently healthy, right?
There's no question about it, Kevin, because you never have doubted the talent.
Tell her, let me know. Give me the
player. He came into the league as an elite shooter, but now has become incredibly good with the basketball in his hand. The good news, he's always been resilient and fought hard to come back as quickly as possible.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Golden State moving it around. Launches a three. Another three for Golden State.
Out of their last 5 hits, how about all 5 from long range?
I mean, everybody else think
Here's Beal going inside, and he banks it away. He's got 12.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
To go today, if you got my
Even on a power finish.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period
Dang.
and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Jones, the best of all. 19 seconds left in the first half. Beal from long range. The offensive rebound.
Uh-oh.
Jones dishes the ball. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Mike Budenholzer. What are you looking to clean up in the second half?
Yeah, I'll be flying like a motherfucker to that house.
I don't think our offense is really moving the way we want it to.
Early with an egg and ham sandwich in my hand.
And, we got to make a few more open shots, but I think we can be a lot better offensively.
We've seen that from your team, Coach. I'm sure it'll show up. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
I think we had lunchtime like a whole hour and 30 minutes. Oh, I know, it was an hour and 45 minutes.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a...
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement.
And changing it up. My favorite segment, social media posts. Low-key Christoph wants to know, Shaq, what's the best nickname that you've ever created for somebody else?
I gotta go with one of my more recent creations for Demontis Sabonis. Lithuanian lasagna, a.k.a. Sacramento specialty.
Ooh. Usually save the best nicknames for yourself, but I got to give it to you. I like that Lithuanian lasagna. That's
the nicknames never stop for the big fella.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
I'm hustling, man. I'm hustling. Hey, like I told us professionals, what you gonna do? I'm gonna get rich like everybody do.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's done in at the 3 spot. He's out there for Phoenix. For 3, Booker. That shot missing. The Warriors shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. And stolen by Booker. Jacks up a 3. Here's Richards. Outside for Durant. over Green. Shot's good by Durant. Durant's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Phoenix. Pass to Pajemski. There's the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off. And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going. Those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Here they come, fans. It's your one and only
You got money, you can have it. You got a nice party. I think those big girls, she niggas good.
Dang, no.
Big old stone, big old guy, big old butt. When them girls, we know what I'm talking about when the girls beat you up.
Yeah.
And you look at your
A moment here to see some numbers for Peyton. How last month turned out for him, averaging 9 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
It's Curry outside, and another three for Golden State.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And Booker kicks to Durant.
Damn.
Done. Lets it go with a 3. Green with the rebound.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Peyton from outside. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Outside Durant, the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Pajemski's
Yeah,
got
you
his
need
4th rebound with
energy.
that last one here tonight.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then
Nice.
taking advantage of that.
Peyton against Dunn. 5 on the clock. There's Beal with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Butler attacking. Peyton finds Butler from the arc. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists tonight.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Booker the pass to Beal.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, Bradley Beal's versatility at the offensive end, it's just so valuable. He can shoot it, he can drive it, make plays for others, and he's smart.
Allen's checked in for the Suns.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where
You
you'd
know, go
expect them
to
to be, firmly in the
short-term
driver's
play.
seat.
buries the long-range jumper. Kuminga's got 13
You know,
points.
go to her job.
From deep, and you see
You know, Miss
trying to
job.
react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Healed with the bucket.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Back to Booker. Crafty move. And it's good on the layup. He's got 12.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And there's one guy who rarely has an off night, Devin Booker.
He has been the model of consistent excellence, Kevin. This guy's so efficient, so productive, all about winning. I am not sure Devin Booker gets the credit he deserves for the level he's at every night.
Allen kicks to Booker. Heel against heel. And the shot is long. Warriors have gone 8 of 10 shooting in the second half.
Go ahead.
Very strong. Yep, it counts.
I'll tell you what, the defense does a good job on Buddy Hield. This guy just so good at concentrating through a contest.
Here's Beal. Kicks it out to Booker. No good with the triple.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Booker, good.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker on the interior. It matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
Moody finds Hield for the three. And it's KD with the rebound. Here's the floater, and it is good. The buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Their defense has been active and effective.
I tell about you.
Right after this.
You just get help when you need it. Shit.
Yeah, I'm talking to everybody too.
Yeah. I get you some help. They do. I get you help. You need it. Shit. I'm like, I ain't one of them niggas.
And while we can, now let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick, because I love this pass. Such a
great
dish.
True.
That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Well, Phoenix shooting not great, 40% for the game. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Jonathan Kuminga. Moody is out there with Hield. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Santos with the three.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond his second three. Of the half right there.
Santos. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Allen for the three.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that one is off. Outside, Kuminga. Back to Hield. Puts up a three. Another three for Golden State.
Yeah, that's two bombs in a row from long range.
Hield against Booker. And it's Looney with the rebound. Golden State's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Santos.
I thought
And so
it's
Booker
a take
will bring it
off.
up for the Sun. They host the Spurs after this one. Allen's shot is off.
Yeah, my wife asked me who called that.
Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough.
Yeah.
Fires from deep. Santos, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Phoenix, no good that time either. Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete
Niggas ain't good at money too. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas ain't good at about this money at Home Depot.
Here's what
But
Phoenix
you know, I had to work
right
overtime days.
Nick Richards,
just to get that money.
he's checked in for Bol. Durant comes in for O'Neal, and Bradley Beal subbed in for Grayson Allen. Free throw good, Moody. Greg, we see the NBA finding players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
On the wing, Heel fires for 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
That's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Here's Booker. Fourth quarter of play, we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. The Warriors pull it in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Moody. No good on the 3. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Durant, no good. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. From outside the arc, it's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Fires the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher.
I know her fault.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And not just a scorer. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
KD passes to Booker. Here's Beal. Rebounded by Knox.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Buddy Hield.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And Booker kicks to Durant. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Kevin Durant is a gifted shot maker. What you can do, I can do better.
They get it again. Pass to Moody. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Kuminga, no good. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Scooped up. Richards misses the baby hook. And it's the Warriors' ball. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. A nice shot by Moody.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Outside, Beal.
Yeah.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled into this win.
Thank you for that, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, play it. Yeah, that's all. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Go.
you crazy.
Go get that paper. Anyway, if it's necessary.
Yeah, you crazy.
For that nigga get that money. Shit. All you getting that paper? Shit. Who's stopping? I ain't out here robbing and killing. Selling drugs.
For real.
I ain't doing nothing for myself in jail.
I know that right.
You know, right.
I know that right.
That's right. I ain't no dummy. That's a dummy move. I may have been celebrating and niggas didn't think that what I was doing was they didn't approve of it and they got mad at me. I'm like, man, fuck that shit, bro. I get another job, nigga, I'm working, I'm getting that money. And guess what? Then shit. Man, if I get on $10, I stay and retire. Cause they're gonna have to get that insurance. So I'm gonna use that insurance. I'm gonna